Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well. So today I'm going to continue the preview mode of YieldMax, ETFs, XOMO, JPMO, AMDY. I'm going to show like the option stats and the VAR testing in Thinkorswim. So I think there's quite a bit of ETFs to go through from YieldMax, and I'm still trying to figure out like a really robust way to see which ones could be worth your money. And I'm hoping that this will be interesting to most viewers and subscribers. But in case it doesn't, you know, just know that I tried because this is really time intensive and very manual. But we'll see how things go. So the Sizzle index, it measures like the option trading activity versus like the 5-day average, and it solves a few problems, and it's been around for a while. And then I'll also show you the basic VAR testing in the Thinkorswim platform. So this is based off of like the February 2nd expiration cycle for like the weekly options. And this will unfortunately be a slow rollout. And just out of respect for the OGs like retiring dividends and max convexity, I won't be covering Tesla, Coney, Triple QY, Cheppy, or IWMY yet. But there's plenty of other YieldMax ETFs for me to do in the meantime. So just in case I don't like the idea or something, like I'll see what I can do to repurpose this. So give me 1 second, I'll just pop into a platform real quick. So let's see, let me make sure I have everything lined up. So XOM first. So the implied volatility, the highs and lows on the left-hand side, it's between 40 and 20. And then like the latest implied volatility 25. So it's kind of in the middle-ish. And then just as a reminder, on the left-hand chart is the short option. This is the short call. And as you can see, it's kind of not where you want it to be. You want this to actually go down. But the good thing is that means like the stock is appreciating, so that means like the long call is is performing well. And then likewise, the short put, you want this to go down gradually. So the Sizzle index is not too bad at 9.93. It's close to like the 5-day average of like the option activity. And so far, it's down like $9,000, but that could be fixed easily just because of the time decay. So if oops. Oh, okay, so like by the time like it heads into like February 1st, it potentially make 15,000. And then if the price appreciates more, potentially make up to 160. So again, this is just like basic analysis using the Thinkorswim platform. And then also, let's just see what happens if we bump up like the implied volatility. And yeah, you can already see that just bumping it up a little bit, just like 0.5%, and we lose a little bit of money here. So $2,000 on the overall portfolio of the XOMO. And then let's just take a look at the Sizzle index for XOMO itself. So even though there's option chains available, I mean there's no activity, which is horrible. And then somehow they're able to maintain like a 0.83. So I guess like in general, like there's not a lot of hedging or speculation in this particular ETF, which is kind of a shame, but I guess it is what it is. So let's move on to JPMO. So let me just line these up. And then as you notice, like over here, like near the top, like XOMO had like they had to split the strikes because I'm guessing because of the appreciation, so they're probably rolling up. Okay, so let's just go to JPM. Okay, so you have a similar. I guess this is a good problem to have. Actually, let me just do this real quick. Make sure we just have JP Morgan. All right. So again, like it's kind of like the short call, it's not in the best position, but consequently that just means like the long call is doing well and then the short put is doing well. So this is a good problem to have. And again, the IV between the high and lows is between 40 and 14, and at only 18 is kind of like near the bottom. And but the Sizzle index is pretty interesting. It's 1.7. It's almost twice like like the 5-day average of like weekly option activity. So there might be something going on here, which could be interesting. And again, over here it's down about like 17,000. And this is interesting. I guess there's not much more to make on this particular product, so like that's why like the even if the price goes up 10%, we're still I guess we're leaving like money on the table, like 13,000. So let's just see what happens if we go forward a little bit. Yeah, so not much. I guess we're kind of maxed out here. No pun intended, over here. And let's just play around with volatility too, just to see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna lose some money if implied volatility goes up too much. Okay, and then let's just see the option change on the JPMO itself too. Okay, so there's options, and again, this is an unfortunate product because this is a good diversifier potentially, and I guess like people aren't interested in this particular product, and unfortunately, consequently, this video probably won't get that much attention either. So well, unfortunately, the Sizzle index it's at 1, so that means it's basically at the same and remain the same. Like I guess nobody's trading this stuff, unfortunately. Okay, so let's wrap this up with let's see AMDY. So I'm just gonna go with like the closest like option chain. There was like 200 and then 2.5. So AMD, and then make sure we have like all the AMD strikes. Let me just do this. Click all and make sure it's just AMD over here. Wow, 500,000 and up to if AMD keeps going up, we could potentially make 6.6 million. Of course, like we have to divide it by all the shareholders. So divide this by like the share outstanding, and that's like your potential winnings. Okay, so this is good. Well, kind of. So AMD is a little bit down, but then that means like the short call, we're making some money here. The long call, unfortunately, it's kind of well, it's kind of in the middle-ish, so it's not too bad. And then the short put, it's kind of near like the bottom of. Well, it's there's still. I guess there's still some juice to squeeze, and that's why like we could potentially stand to make more over here. So it's quite kind of interesting to see like how the different products are you know are performing. Okay, so the IV, like the high and low, is between 61 and 32. Not too bad, not too bad. And then the implied volatility is kind of near like the top of its range, so also pretty good. And then the Sizzle index, not too bad either, is 0.96, so it's close to like the 5-day average. And then let's see what else we can do here. So let's see if let's move this forward. And then we can still potentially make good money, like 300 between 7.7 million. But obviously we would like that. And then if nothing stays if it stays kind of like flattish, then like we'll still make 345, which is not bad either. And then of course like if it tanks like 10%, then we stand to lose like 6.3 million. So that's the unfortunate part. And let's play around with the vol here. So let's see. Actually, let's take it down just to see what happens. Okay, so if we take the volatility down, yeah, so we can still stand to like lose some money potentially, and then let's just bump it up just to see what happens. Oh, it's kind of interesting. So you don't want it to go up too much. So as you can see by like the P&L, like if it bumps up too much, yeah, we actually could potentially lose money too. Okay, so anyway, again, just as a reminder, like the risk profile. Although this one is a little bit more dramatic, but it's still like kind of like the same concept where you're still kind of capped upside, but this one it looks a little bit better just because like there's like split strikes, so it kind of bends like the I guess like the cap a little bit up, and then of course you still have like, unlimited downside. But obviously that's just like theoretical. I don't expect AMD to go out of business anytime soon. So okay, let me see what else I can show you. Like I guess in the future, like ideally, I would love to be able to kind of make this more real time, like maybe like at the end of the day, but and then also like to be able to kind of go through like all 18 of the current YieldMax products. But again, it's a lot of work, and then also like if there's only like two people watching, then that kind of defeats the purpose of all the work. So hopefully you guys enjoy this and see kind of like the potential value in this. Okay, so let's just so I think this could be interesting. But in case like this video fails, because I really want people to kind of see like what's like the range of possibilities in terms of like the income generation of like the YieldMax ETFs. But just in case this video series fails, uh, you know, just have like some treasuries, dividend aristocrats, etc. like handy just to round out your portfolio. And then the risks are like, they weren't designed to have good capital appreciation, but as you can see with like the AMD, like you can kind of like bend the cap a little bit, so there is some potential there, depending on like the underlying. And of course, like the yields won't be consistent week to week, and there's no guarantee of profits. So if you like this type of content, please consider giving this a like. If you have any suggestions, like like I'll try to incorporate it if possible in the platform. Because I don't know like exactly what you guys want to see, or if you just kind of want to get like a rough estimate or whatever. If you can subscribe, like, share, that would be greatly appreciated. I would like to beat the algorithm because I feel like I'm really kind of struggling here in terms of just overall YouTubing. So thank you for watching. I hope you make some good money, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.